wee little baby bit behind there, but here we are, and let us go. We are in it to win it. We are here, you are there, and everybody is ready to rock and roll. Hey, how you doing, guys? It, of course, is the Hat and Beard Show. I'm Hat and Beard. It is 5/12, 2026 in the Big 2-6. What, I feel like why am I stuck on the 11th? I don't know, but we've got news, guys. We've got news and notes from around the NFL. Obviously, the big news, well, the schedule. The schedule is slowly being leaked out to us here. And the Lions, well, even though we do have what should be the easiest schedule, finishing fourth in our division last year, right? An easy schedule. The NFL continues and will always prove that it is Detroit versus everyone until proven otherwise, right? We're going to be playing a absolute gauntlet of games right in the middle of the season, including an international travel trip with no bye week right before Thanksgiving. We will discuss that, as well as, guys, the story that just refuses to go away. NFL Insider speculates on what could get Mike Vrabel fired from the Patriots if Diana Rossini's scandal continues to escalate. I have my own take on this, and it's something that I think we kind of are need to shine a little bit of a light on, right? Pepe Silva, right? Pepe Silva is in the house, and we will be drawing the red line through all of them, the red thread, NFL strength of schedule for all 32 teams. Bears facing possible collapse. The Browns might catch a break. I think one of those statements might be true. One is almost a guarantee. And it's not the Browns. Let's go, you guys. We'll talk about the NFL schedule release for the Detroit Lions, leaks, news, and rumors, all of the 2026 NFL schedule news. We have this up here over at Pride of Detroit. Eric Schlitt is updating it as news breaks. We will just be kind of popping on the refresh button, seeing if any new information comes along. But as we know, now we'll be building off the information that we have made available to us. And then finally, we'll end talking about Derrick Moore and, signing a name to paper. Getting our guy. Not only is he getting on the thumbnail of the Hat and Beard Show, knock on wood if you're with me, man. Dude's getting paid. Look at the second rounders. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go, guys. Look at you guys go. How you doing? Hi diddly ho, Ryan Allen. How you doing, brother? Hopefully you're having a good start to your day, dude. Hope days are treating you well. What's up, Mom? Snakes here. Rixie's hanging out back-to-back appointments this morning. Y'all have a great day. Damn, Rick. You grind it out, brother. Dude, you take care of business, dude. You do you. We're hanging in here. We're with you in spirit, brother. You turn us on. We'll be here to entertain you as best as we can. Jack and I were talking earlier on in the chat about the schedule, what's going on. Rumble, good to see you guys over there. And, of course, Kick. Kick, hey, we're up to 22. We're up to 22 people over on Kick. And yesterday, I don't know what was in the water. We picked up 3 subscribers yesterday, guys, over here on YouTube's. Huh? Look at us. 869. Damn, she fine. Yeah. I know it ain't it, but it just rhymes, History doesn't repeat, it rhymes. Anyway, I'm Hat and Beard. You are Mad Hatter Nation. Mad Hatter Nation is, of course, a bastion of sanity in an absolute sea of nonsense. You guys are all... I'm going to expand the Mad Hatter Nation title, you guys. Not only are you a bastion of sanity in a sea of nonsense, you guys are a bunch of based... patriotic Chads and Stacys, dude. Let's go, you guys. A bunch of based patriotic Chads and Stacys occupy Mad Hatter Nation, and we are all striving to be at the top of our trades, you guys. Let's get after it. Hit the share button, right? Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. That's the only way to engage in the chat over here on YouTube's, right? And Rumble, if we could get those numbers up, can we get that up to about the big 5-0? That'd be the cat's pajamas. If we get that follower up count, not count up to 5-0, ooh-wee! We got some dancing bananas in the chat. We got a couple dancing bananas over in the chat over there on Rumble. That's what we like to see, you guys. And then, of course, hit the like button. Share this around with all of your friends. I still think, rumor has it that the shares do help impact the algorithm. Copy that link down on your clipboard if you don't have any friends, right? If you're like me and you don't know nobody, you just like to stand ominously at your front window and watch the grass grow and see what weeds need to go be pulled. See somebody ride by on a bicycle and go, they're not in that neighborhood from this neighborhood. What are you doing here? 38 going on Paul Harvey. All right, guys, let's go ahead and kick it over to Jocko and get into the show.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. NFL Insider speculates what could get Mike Vrabel fired from the Patriots if Diana Rossini's scandal continues to escalate. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit of a kind of pissed. Right? Like, man, I liked Mike Vrabel, man. Right? I was like, yeah. Player turned coach, go get it. You know what I mean? Then he took up the job at the Titans and was pretty successful there until, Tennessee's going to Tennessee, right? Took him into the Patriots. I could take him or leave him, but I was like, all right, whatever. Based, right? Patriots based, Oh, but he's just keeping trend with, is it not? Diana Rossini is not that attractive for starters, right? But is it not just like a perfect blend of Robert Kraft and Billy Blue Chew? You know what I'm saying? Robert Kraft getting rub and tugged from Asian massage chicks. Billy Blue Chew banging some 20-year-old whore. You know what I'm saying? Hands and gloves, dude. It's when you lay with the pigs, whatever. Fleas or dogs of a feather flock together. I don't fucking know, man. It's all the same shit. And Mike Vrabel's a turd, dude. Mike Vrabel's a turd. Look, just you piece of shit. Quote John Bravo, a couple of pieces of shit right there. Couple of 2-number deuces, dude. The New England Patriots are in the middle of the rookie minicamp from May 8th through the 10th. Head coach Mike Vrabel was present, accounted for, and very active, according to local reports, amidst his extramarital scandal with former NFL insider Diana Rossini. We don't need to go over all of it, guys. We know what's going on with Mike Vrabel. However, more news continues to come out, you guys. More news continues to come out. There was a boat trip in Tennessee with just the two of them when she was very pregnant. So apparently Mike Vrabel likes to pound the mound, go for a ride on a beach ball. You know what I'm saying? But it just continues to deteriorate. Now, I have to give Albert Breer here. That's the NFL insider talking. Franchise released a statement, fully support its coach. Who cares? Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer is a staple in the greater Boston sports ecosystem. As a national NFL voice, as a native Bostonian, and a former member of the local beat for multiple outlets. No, he's a Bostonian, dude. He's a Bostonian, dude. Breer appears regularly on 98.5 The Sports Hub and reverberated the same plan for support for Vrabel that we've seen from the franchise. However, on Touch Her Hardy on Friday mornings, Breer was prompted by questions from host Fred Toucher about chances the coach could be fired from his scandal. Quote, I would say at this point, it's definitely not in their plans to move forward from Mike Vrabel. I think if you look at the actions of the crash course, it's been a month now since the photos came out. Almost everything has been done by the Patriots in an effort to protect his employment, to protect the team's image. Admittedly, Mike Vrabel, I think, has, at least through the early comings on and goings of the story as it's developing, I'm not saying one deserves more than the other. Both should be equally culpable. But gonna just kind of say, Jezebel does seem to be getting a little bit more of the brunt end of this than Mike Vrabel. I mean, it does take two to tango, you know. Now, for all we know, Mike Vrabel, he could just be a fucking idiot. He could, honest to God, just be Forrest Gumping his way through life. You know, he could, or he's Forrest humping his way through life, I guess. But I highly doubt that. I don't think he's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying, dude? But personally, my belief, Diana Rossini kind of getting a little bit more of the brunt end of this than Mike Vrabel, okay? But as far as football is concerned, this segment of the story, pay attention, this segment of the story has very little to do with football. Pay attention, though. Okay. Breer continued, he has no control over the leaks, blah, blah, blah. If it's just this, Breer continues, drips and drabs to kind of continue to fill in the blanks of what we sort of already know, then I think the Patriots just ride it out. Breer added, more women could change things for Vrabel and the Patriots. His next sentence is where speculation begins to escalate. Up until this point, SI's lead NFL insider has offered what he knows to be the case. Breer flows into what could change if the Patriots owner Robert Kraft. Why do I keep getting so many ads? Dude, so many obnoxious ads. Oh my God, A to Z Sports. I like you, but you're killing me with the ads. This is speculation from Breer. Reminder, this is speculation. His big thing is that if more women come out, right? So that would be an absolutely disgusting situation if more women come out, right? This story has very clearly crossed the Rubicon from sports story into celebrity gossip story, as we're all finding out. That's a totally different world. It seems ridiculous that the origin of a 4-year-old's name is a story like that. I mean, like, holy crap, I can't believe we're talking about this right now. But that's where we are, and that's what happens when this crosses from a sports story into celebrity gossip. No. Albert Breer, this is where I'm going to have to go ahead and push back on you a little bit here, bucko. Clearly, you do not have your finger on society. You don't understand what's going on anymore. Dude, the reason why there's speculation on the fact that she named her son potentially after the man she's having an affair with is because when you look at the archetype of a Diana Rossini, I don't know anything about her. I am literally casting judgment from way upon my high horse and just assessing what I've seen because I've seen that archetype in women before. Yeah, she's a whore. She's a vile whore who would, in fact, go so far as to name her son after the man she's having an affair with, because based on the video evidence we've seen, the open public remarks she's made about her husband, there is some form of whether he either enjoys being embarrassed or she gets off on humiliating him. There is some type of a humiliation kink going on there, or she is, in fact, just that vile of a human being. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is in today's world, in today's godless society, we're not trying to go down this road, but heyo, it is not that far-fetched to think that this whore, she's a whore. Diana Rossini is a whore. She's a giant whore, okay? Well, she's a tiny whore, but she's a massive whore, right? It's not that far-fetched. Now, all of the cheating and the nonsense and the tomfoolery and the chicanery and him pounding the mound and riding the beach ball, you know what I mean? All that aside, let's go ahead and remove all of that from the situation at hand. Okay. Because ultimately, this is a sports gossip story. This has nothing to do with the X's and O's of the game. Okay. Now, where are the reporters on this aspect of it? I have a question. I have a little question. I want you guys to think back to a time when Mike Vrabel was the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Diana Rossini was almost exclusively covering the Tennessee Titans. Now, I want you to think about a series of player transactions that occurred, in which case There are a few connecting dots. There are 3 trades, 2 that have happened, 1 potential, all of them involving Mike Vrabel, all of them involving Diana Rossini, and 2 of them involving A.J. Brown. Now, what am I talking about? Well, when Diana Rossini was exclusively covering the Tennessee Titans, there all of a sudden was speculation around suddenly, teams had interest in one Julio Jones. Julio Jones, who coming off a injury-riddled season where he managed to play 7 or 8 games and put up 700 to 900 yards and 7 touchdowns, something like that. Still performing at his historic all-pro clip. Still doing Julio Jones things for the Atlanta Falcons. Okay. Diana Rossini was one of the first individuals, if not the first individual, to begin breaking the story around teams being interested in acquiring Julio Jones. All of a sudden, Diana Rossini became the individual who started saying that multiple teams were sending offers involving, pay attention, class, a first-round pick. Now, 3 years prior to the injury to Julio Jones, he's a first-round draft caliber player. Post-injury, Julio Jones on the back end of his career. Are you willing to separate a first-round pick? Well, probably not. And what's this? NFL Insider reports, say you're a GM. You're in the market for a wide receiver, and all of a sudden, NFL Insider reports. NFL Insider reports. The reporters, right? They're there to keep everybody in check. They're there to dole out the information. Starts telling you, another GM of a team, head coach, what I'm hearing is for you to acquire Julio Jones, you're going to have to part ways with a first-round pick, artificially driving up the market value of Julio Jones, in which case teams are going to back off. I can't afford that. That's too much. And Tennessee, they end up, for better or worse, kind of fleecing the market value, the perceived market value, the artificially inflated market value around Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, fast forward, draft night, what happened with A.J. Brown? Before anybody knew what was going on, suddenly Diana Rossini was the one who magically knew, was the first to break the information, the news about A.J. Brown being traded to the Philadelphia Eagles from the Tennessee Titans. Wow. NFL Insider. Whoa. Damn, girl, how'd you get that information so fast? Pretty impressive. Talking into the microphone, huh? And then all of a sudden, fast forward now, here we are in the Big 2-6. And who is the reporter breaking the news about potential post-June 1st trade of A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots? Where? Oh, my God. Mike Vrabel's the head coach? Months after they were caught at a Sedona resort? Interesting. The Julio Jones trade happens months after the now lake photos, the very pregnant lake photos, in which case Mike Vrabel, eyewitness testimony, eyewitness evidence, right? People working at the boat company saying, we were asked to not take pictures. We were asked to not talk about this. We were very deliberately spoken to by Mike Vrabel, who said, please do not talk about this to anybody. Keep this under wraps. We want to maintain privacy. So, I don't think Mike Vrabel should be fired for the affair. Nay. I do, regardless of what people do in their personal life, I don't think it is ultimately the job of the employer to dictate one's morality off of the clock. Okay? It's not. What and how I conduct myself while I am on and operating within determined business hours is one thing. What I do outside of those sanctioned hours, That has no bearing on my employer. It might get a little bit different when you get into the contracts like this. Well, that shame on you for not negotiating proper contracts and not really reading the fine print and interjecting and pushing back on. Regardless, what he should be considered, and I liked Mike Vrabel, okay? Big Mike Vrabel fan up until this point. What Mike Vrabel should be terminated for, what Diana Rossini should be terminated for, they should be barred now. They should be terminated and barred from any type of football operations because they broke the rules. Because let me ask you this. Is there a world where Chris Sims is pregnant going on boat trips with Mike Vrabel, where Chris Sims is in hot tubs, where Chris Sims is in bars, where Chris Sims is getting pregnant? No. She's playing dirty. She's breaking the rules. And furthermore, the artificial inflation around Julio Jones is corruption in the market and collusion. They both need to be terminated and barred for life from any football-related activities. That's just my own take on it. How do you guys feel about that? Am I off base, Mad Hatter Nation? Am I off base? He's loyal to his wife in the same way Urban Meyer. Yeah, dude, for sure, Ryan, for sure. What's up, Mafia Sports Support? Just subscribed. Brother, thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. Now dude, look at us, huh? Look at us growing. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much, man. Patrick's at work. I would love to share the show, but seeing as I'm at work, I might end badly for me. Yeah, brother. Hat and Beard is a show that is best consumed at work with headphones. You know what I'm saying, dude? You know what I'm saying, brother? But I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you hanging out, dude. Vrabel just needs to learn the media is always watching. Vrabel just needs to go away. Mike Vrabel just needs to go away. That's why we shouldn't idolize any man. We're all sinners, so anyone you idolize other than God will ultimately let you down. My man. Boom! That deserves a pin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fuck yeah, Ryan, dude. My guy. Dude, bro, you got to check out Chad Prather before the noise. If you're up that early in the morning, dude, you got to check out my guy Chad Prather on Rumble, dude. You got to check him out, bro. I think you'll like him. That's my dude, yo. Funny thing is, Julio Jones' acquisition was a complete failure for the Titans. I know it was, Art. I know it was. But think about how much more of a catastrophic fallout it would have been for an organization had they followed the information breadcrumbs that were available to them and leveraged that, utilizing and going after sending a first-round pick. Think about how much worse it would have been. But yes, you are correct. It was Tennessee, and that's why I said Tennessee is going to Tennessee their way out of everything, dude. They it's like, damn, fellas, why can't y'all just put it together? You know what I'm saying? It's like Tennessee ain't been right since Steve McNair got killed. You know what I mean? The Titans organization has just been in just a shitstorm since Steve McNair's girlfriend killed him. You know what I'm saying, bro? It just ain't been right. Something ain't been right there, dude. Man, we kind of got off on a diatribe there, guys. Sorry about ranting and raving. What's up, Reffy? Normally, I don't think you should lose your job for this, but with this dynamic, I don't know what is the right thing to do. I'm glad I don't give a shit. Hell yeah, dude. And you know, Reffy, dude, full disclosure, guys, I really had been warring with myself if I wanted to talk about the Mike Vrabel stuff anymore because it's so fucking female coded, dude. I mean, you know what I mean? Mommy sleuth, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we don't know, but we know. Pull out my Stanley mug. Fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? But I had to talk about it not for the cheating, the scandal, the affair nonsense, but because I have such an issue with bad reporting, dude. With just, what was the movie, All the King's Men? or All the President's Men or something like that, where it really glorified investigative journalists, and you just seen this mass flooding of hack grifter female liberal journalists into the media sphere that just have done a horrible job. They don't even report anymore, dude. They don't even report. Most of them, and we catch it all the time on this channel. We'll be reading articles and it's like, well, this is written by fucking AI. This is an AI article. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that hard. They're lazy. They're lazy. They're entitled. They're egotistical. They think way too high. They literally, somebody at some point convinced people who put the name reporter anywhere in their bio, right? I'm a reporter. I'm a journalist. Blah. No, dude. Somebody at some point told you that your fucking farts don't stink, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, dude, but by all actual reporting, guess what? Your shit pipe, it fucking stinks. You put your pants on one leg at a time, just like I do. You shit out your asshole, just like I do. It ain't complicated. Do your fucking job. Quit taking yourself so seriously. Take the work seriously, but don't take yourself so seriously. I'm Bridget Fetisi, and this is your Dumpster Fire. Oh my God, I am online way too goddamn much. Holy shit, you guys. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, look at that. Look at who it is. Look at it. Small PP Benedict Arnold Osama Ben Johnson, the trader in the Windy City. What do you think he's got? I can't, dude. YouTube's gonna fucking kick me. YouTube's gonna fucking put me in jail, dude. What you think's in his mouth? Oh, he just left Giggle Williams' office, dude. With the release of the NFL schedule coming on Thursday night, we've decided to make preparations by breaking down every team's strength of schedule for the Big 2-6. And, well, I have some bad news for Bears fans. Your schedule is tough and your team sucks. Let's go. The Bears were one of the biggest surprises in the NFL last year. Oh, so surprising. Oh, it's just so surprising. It is just so surprising that the NFL had anointed Giggle Williams to be the next coming. Oh, Jesus Christ, it is just so surprising that the NFL put their thumb on the scale and said, the Bears will be the success story this year. Well, yes, big surprising. They won the NFC North with an 11-6 record. However, it won't be easy to replicate that success this year, and that's mainly because Chicago will be facing the NFL's most difficult strength of schedule, and they can eat my whole ass. I don't care. The Bears are just one of two teams, along with the Miami Dolphins, who have a strength of schedule above .54. Chicago sits at .55, which is the toughest in the NFL, while the Dolphins are ranked at .42. 0.542. Ooh, the Bears should be worried. Yes, they should. The Bears should be worried for many reasons. One, your team's moving to Indiana. Two, your quarterback is a douche who paints his fingernails. Three, Benedict Arnold Osama Ben Johnson, the trader in the Windy City, is the second coming of Matt Patricia. He's skinny Matt Patricia. Hide and watch. He's going to roll out on a four-wheeler at some point during training camp with his leg propped up. He's going to get fat. He's going to stick the pencil in his hat, dude. It's coming. It's coming. The Bears suck. The city sucks. The organization sucks. The coaches suck. The only player that the Bears had that I liked, honestly, I like DJ Moore. I think he's a fun player to watch. I don't like the personality, but I like his athletic profile. Other than that, all the Bears go kick rocks and flip-flops, dude. There are two big reasons why the Bears' schedule is so difficult. Strength of schedule is based on your opponent's record from last season, and every team in the NFC North finished with a winning record last year, which is almost unheard of. It just marked the second time in the Super Bowl era that all four teams in the same division finished with a winning record. Wow! But I was told Detroit regressed. Hang on. So you're telling me that for only the second time in the Super Bowl era, the Lions and the rest of the NFC North finished with a plus 500 record, but I'm told that the Detroit Lions regressed and that we need to get rid of Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes. That's what I was told. I was told by networks with WW in their title that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell and Jared Goff and everybody, after we lost Taylor Decker, based on how last season went, last season was a bad year. The Lions regressed terribly. Wait a minute. Hang on. The numbers don't support that. And they never have. Always has been, yo. The other thing the Bears have to deal with is the fact that they'll be playing a first-place schedule this year, which is the part that could end up being a backbreaker for Chicago. Yes, or going on a mountain. Since the NFL expanded to 17 games in 21, the team that gets stuck playing the, quote, hardest first-place schedule has regressed by an average of 4 games per season. Last year, that, of course, was the Detroit Lions. After going 15-2 in 2024, they had the hardest first-place schedule in 2025, and they dropped to 9-8. Yes, we regressed massively, even though statistically that is always what happens. And for the second time in the Super Bowl era, our whole division finished above 500. We're using the 2021 timeline here because the additional 17th game created a more difficult schedule for top teams in the NFL. From 2002 to 2020, the schedule was inherently the same for everyone, whether they were playing a first-place schedule or a last-place schedule. Each team played 4 games against a team that finished in first place, 4 games against teams that finished in second, 4 games against teams that finished in third, and 4 games against teams that finished in last place. With the addition of the 17th game, a first-place team will now play 5 first-place teams, which means you're rarely going to see a division winner with an easy schedule. That being said, the team with the easiest first-place schedule always seems to thrive, and this year that team is, drumroll please, the Philadelphia Eagles. Ooh-wee, ooh-ah-ah. Do not give a shit. If you follow suit, though, they'll be following the trend. The Bills had the same record or the same strength of schedule in 21. They went 11-6. The Cowboys in 22, 12-5. The Jags kind of breaking that trend. They went 9-8 in 23. The Bucks 9-8, and then the Bills last year, same thing, 12-5. If you're keeping score at home, that's an average of 10.6 wins per season for the team with the easiest first place schedule, which would put the Eagles in good spot heading into the 2026. So Philly, and nobody cares about the Browns. I don't care about the Browns. I'm not going to read about the Browns. Nobody cares about the Browns. Even if the Browns have the easiest schedule in the NFL, they'll still find a way to fuck it up, dude. They'll still find a way to fuck it up. The Browns are going to Brown. The Cleveland Browns are going to Cleveland Brown forever and ever and always. It's one of the rules of the NFL, kind of like how it's Detroit versus everybody. And I want to prove that point here. Check this out, guys. Check out how it's Detroit versus everybody. So the schedule obviously hasn't been released entirely yet. I do gotta say, shout out that the Lions will be playing the first ever game at the Highmark Stadium. We will be the opposition to the Buffalo Bills when they kick off their first game at their new stadium. But back to the Lions at hand. So what do we know about the Lions, right? We do know, obviously, our divisional opponents, and we do know that the home games will be our divisional opponents, Bears, Packers, Vikings. We'll get the Patriots, Saints, Giants, Jets, Bucks, and the Titans at home. Personally, other than the Patriots, who, by all metrics, are going to regress this year. They're going to not only are they going to have to play against the narrative of the Super Bowl loser having a hangover, but you also are going to have to deal with, short arms Will Campbell being taken advantage of now that it's been put on tape for everybody. The drama and circus around the aforementioned Mike Vrabel, right? We talked about him. Go ahead and rewatch the show if you've missed out on that. Steph Diggs circus, acquisitions of players. It's going to be a nightmare for the Patriots, dude. They're going to regress. So of our home games, really only the Patriots and Bucks are going to be teams that I'm really even concerned about, because I'm pretty sure we're going to beat the ever-living snot out of every team in our division. I expect the Lions to sweep the division. I really, truly do. I don't see any way that we don't. We are too good of a team. We are too reloaded, and we should be completely retooled. The only thing that I think the Lions actually have going against them, and this is why I say it will be Detroit versus everybody until proven otherwise, is I want to show you right here. What's been the Achilles heel of the Detroit Lions, guys? Under Brad Holmes. Rockdown episode is our put out. Gotcha. For sure, Alpha Gridiron. My bad, dude. I don't know. I don't mean to be a dick. I don't follow, bro. My bad. So here you go. Here, obviously Detroit. I'm gonna have to put that night off. We will be playing week 2 over in Buffalo. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Now, Rod Wood has already said, and I don't know why Rod Wood's still involved with the Lions when he should have already had his replacement hired, that by all accounts the Lions will not have a week 11 bye week. Why does that suck? Well, guys, because week 10, the Lions are gonna have to travel to Germany. Play a 9:30 game, okay? International game, followed up with no bye week in week 11. Great, thank you. So global travel, and then a condensed week to play on Thanksgiving. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that meat grinder right in the middle of the season, especially for a team like, if I'm being honest, guys, our biggest opponent this year is going to be what has been our biggest opponent for the entire Dan Campbell tenure, Brad Holmes tenure. And it will be our biggest opponent this year, and that is the safety and durability of our team. Can we stay healthy for a full season? Will we be able to stay healthy and endure this 3-game stretch of an absolute meat grinder? That will be the biggest opponent of this NFL season. Week to week, the games will change. But as a whole, the biggest obstacle the Lions have in getting to the playoffs, getting a 1 seed, and steamrolling everybody to the Super Bowl is going to be the durability, the health, the safety, the longevity of the players on the organization that we have in-house for this season. This meat grinder in the middle. It's that international game that's going to end up biting us, dude. Now, best case scenario, Rod Wood is wrong. Best case scenario, the Lions are able to sneak in a Week 11 bye week. Best case scenario. Okay? Second best case scenario, after the Thanksgiving game, we're off Week 13. That gives us a week and a half. That gives us basically a week and a half to recoup, recover, and recalibrate, reload, dust off, and go out on the attack, right? You guys know the line. Third scenario, Week 9, we have a bye week to prepare for the travel. We can head out early and get to Germany well ahead of everybody else to get accommodated to the travel time change. What'll probably end up happening, though, is they'll do some goofy shit. Like, we'll have like a Week 6 bye week. We'll be the first team to have a bye. You know what I mean? Some bullshit like that. Or if we can't, I guess now that I think about it, if we can't get a Week 13 bye week after this bye week, I guess somewhere in the Week 16, 15, 16 span, kind of at the back end of the season to kind of recalibrate and retool for the big push. But best case scenario is that we can sneak in this Week 11 as a bye week before the Thanksgiving game. It's not going to happen. This meat grinder, and I say it's Detroit versus everybody. We did similar shit last year. We played every single holiday game, dude. We were playing football in the Hall of Fame game in July. The Lions had a grinder of a season, dude. And I do think that to a point, having not made the playoffs this last season, as much as it sucked, and Dan Campbell sucks and Brad Holmes sucks and we regressed, dude, we had a couple of long stretches right there, dude. And it is kind of nice to have a whole offseason, especially guys like Amon-Ra, dude. Doesn't have to go through the surgery, the rehab, that nonsense. He can recalibrate. He can get relocked in. I personally think his body language, the way he was talking on camera with Eric Woodward, I think he's back to early Amon-Ra, rookie season Amon-Ra. Got a little bit more fire, a little bit more hunger, dude. I think we'll be just fine, brother. I think we're going to be absolutely rock solid. Though that meat grinder does have me. This right here, this just. It's like 3 weeks of diarrhea, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's just like having diarrhea every day for 3 straight weeks right there, dude. I'm just going to be stressed out, shitting my guts out every single fucking day, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's just bullshit. That's just bullshit. But Detroit versus everybody until proven otherwise, dude. So one of the rules of the NFL. We're going to go ahead and finish today talking about our second-round pick, Derrick Moore. I'm going to walk through Mad Hatter Nation, see what I've been missing out on. What's up, Mr. Detroit City? Appreciate it, brother. I'm happy to see you here, man. That's what's up, dude. I love it when you guys are here, man. I love seeing all you guys in the chat, man. There's no way that kid is not his. No man in his right mind hangs out with a 7-month pregnant married woman, and it's not. Dude, right? Art, right? I thought that same thing, dude. I thought that same thing, brother. I was like, dude, that's fucking weird, man. That's his kid, dude. That's you. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Think of the privilege this extends to head coaches from the point forward NFL virtually saying untouchable. Yes, dude. Raw. Exactly. They need to penalize them, dude. But if they're using sensitive NFL information to manipulate other teams in a player acquisition, that's unacceptable, and there needs to be repercussions. Right? Yes, exactly. Art. I completely agree with you, dude. I have no problem. Well, I do have a problem with the affair. Like, morally, that's fucking wrong. You shouldn't be doing that, right? But that should not be impacting the employment and the business side of it. The dirty, corrupt information, insider manipulation of the market that Diana Rossini deliberately did to help benefit the Tennessee Titans is wrong. They need to be punished. They need to be penalized. Mike Vrabel needs to be kicked out and banned from NFL activities. Diana Rossini needs to be kicked out, banned, and barred from NFL activities. Mike, I would go so far as to have okay. Personally, I think that if this is proven factual and that Diana Rossini was using insider information to manipulate the market around Julio Jones and trade acquisitions, player personnel acquisitions, that type of stuff. This is worse than anything Pete Rose ever fucking did. Okay? Okay? This is direct corruption and manipulation of a market involving millions of dollars. All Pete Rose ever did was fucking bet on himself. All right? So I would go so far as to say, Mike Vrabel, you now go and you remove him from all of the Hall of Fame acquisitions or allocations or accolades. Sorry, I got to find the right word. All of the Super Bowl accolades that he is affiliated with during the dynasty of the New England Patriots. His name is scrubbed from the NFL, from the history books. He is barred, black marked, and removed from the lexicon of football. Because this is that dirty. This is that dirty. And I know that it sounds extreme and it sounds pretty harsh, but to the point, I agree with you. This is now the NFL saying that coaches are untouchable. You need to bring the hammer down. Mike Vrabel, you fucked up, and now you're going to be made an example of. Okay? Bring out the stocks, boys. We all got maters. Let's get after it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Exposing Rocked On episode 2 is out. Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry, Alpha. My bad, dude. I didn't understand. Gotcha. So is that hang on, man. Hang on. Dude, do you make content, Alpha? Because have I watched your shit before? What's your channel name? Alpha Gridiron 1. Help if I could spell. Do you make content, bro? I'm not trying to be a dick, man. Sorry, my internet's slow, fellas. It's going through Edge. I don't know why it's going through Edge. Oh. Huh. I like your logo, dude. I'm not going to lie. That is really clean, dude. Your profile picture. Dude, that is really clean, man. I like that, dude. Do you do this? Do you do graphic design stuff like that, man? That's clean, dude. Yeah, I like that. I like that, dude. That's nice. That's what's up. NFL is playing with our schedule and fixing the clock. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, dude. Week 14 is the last week for buys. Gotcha. Appreciate it, Raw. Thank you, dude. Kimberline's ever getting a buy past week 6. Rockdown is where I used to check out. The chat is full of toxic blue-haired. Hell yeah, yeah, dude. Mr. Detroit City, you saved Brandy from them. Brought her over here, dude. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up, bro. Motor City as Alliance Syndicate are doing the exposing. Oh, Motor City Cats Alliance Syndicate. Nice, dude. Fuck yeah, bro. All right, guys. Is Rocked on the realtor? Is Rocked on the realtor? Is this the realtor guy? Yeah, this is the realtor guy, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I gotta give him credit, though, dude. Look, man. His thumbnails are fucking clean, dude. Dude, come on now. Come on now. That thumbnail, though? Bro, that thumbnail, that Gibbs thumbnail, that is clean. First of all right, you can't put Gibbs pictures with him wearing the big 2-6. You gotta put pictures of Gibbs wearing 0. And if you guys pay attention, I always fade pictures of Lions with the old gray mask, dude. We almost always put up the new mask, dude. You gotta stay with the times, bro. These thumbnails are clean though, man. Look at that. With the red banner and the new. Come on now. That ain't bad, dude. I mean, the thumbnail is clean, dude. Look at that. That's a clean thumbnail. Like, shit, man. I mean, all right, here you go. Look at his thumbnail compared to, like, mine, dude. You know what I'm saying? His thumbnails are clean, dude. His thumbnails are clean. Mine are cluttered. Yeah, dude. His thumbnails are clean, man. His reflect more of the this style that I was doing for a little bit there. Which, shout out, guys. I am now trying out. I'm recording the live show. And I'm going to play around with making clips. So we'll see how that works out, guys. Lions Talk Live is a what's up, Brent Supreme? Dude, I seen the last two words of that sentence and I didn't even see the name and I was like, Brent's here. Oh no, dude. He's got to buy me a coffee posed as a charity. Come on, man. Dude, this is not ran by a drug addict. Oh, no shit. Woodward Sports sold? Nice, dude. I know it's about authenticity, not thumbnails. But I got to hand it to him, though, dude. His thumbnails are very clean, you know. Who has Downs and Rock? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Brent, I never remember. I know that one of them I refer to the guy with the chains because I don't want to be mean with the chains and the rings. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be mean, you know. But I can never remember who is who, you know. Like I know Micro, I know Dion. I don't know these people, but I know them. You know what I mean? I know Dion, I know Micro, I know the guys on Woodward, and I know Lions Syndicate. You know what I mean? Like I know those names when we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to be one of those people that when other people talk about it, like when we know Hat and Beer. You know what I'm saying? But so what the fuck did he do, bro? What did? Is it? Let's just sleuth, boys. Fuck it. We got 13 minutes. All right, real quick. Hey, just so that I can say I covered the story. Lions get big benefit as the Lions sign most of the 26th draft class. Blake Miller still hasn't been signed, but check this out. You guys, with keeping with the new customary trends, okay, we are seeing second-round picks now getting fully guaranteed contracts, which is dope, okay? Last year, Tyler Shuck, he was the latest drafted player in the second round to get a fully guaranteed contract at 40. The Lions now have made Derrick Moore that guy. Number 44 overall, we signed Derrick Moore to a fully guaranteed $11.42 million contract. So that's awesome. That's super duper dope. I think that's cool. And we pretty much got everybody under contract now outside of the draft class except for Blake Miller. I know you're like, what the fuck? Well, guys, just remember for reference, 2025's first round pick, Tyleik Williams, signed his contract on May 21st. So don't worry about it. There's nothing to freak out about that yet. But cheers to Derrick Moore. All right, let's sleuth. Let us sleuth. Okay. Who are we looking up? Oh, no way. Pays his moderators to gift subs. Bro, that's so lame, dude. Thank you, Tampa. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. I run the show, man. I do it for you guys. Well, I don't do it for you guys. Honestly, you guys know, like, the show can go in any direction, man. If you guys talk about stuff, we can go off in the weeds, man. But thank you, Tampa. Thank you, man. That is very nice of you to say, brother. The last few days, be it people online or random people who I, don't normally interact with, but just kind of, engage with in a passing way. God has been very nice, and the universe has been very nice the last few days to me. So thank you, Tampa. I thank you, man. Thank you. That is very nice of you to say, bro. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you. That was very nice of you to say. Gotcha. It's just a bunch of so he's basically botting, dude. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, dude? He's basically rocked on his. Okay, so we need to look up. All right, rocked on Lions exposed. Oh, that's awesome. This creator is spiraling. Awesome. Awesome. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Is that the first? So who? You say Syndicate's going after him? Yo. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You guys can see I've been watching Legion of Man over there. I like Bo. Dude. An hour and a half? Woo! Hell yeah, dude. You know what, dude? You know what, bro? I will look into this. I will spend some time checking this out. Because look, I'm just gonna tell you right off the rip. Just right off the fucking damn 32,000, bro. Yo, hey man. Shout out Lion Syndicate. Bro, I remember like a year ago when you were just hitting the 20K mark, bro. Dude, brother. Damn, dude. Hell yeah. Look at you, bro. Look at you, dude. Cheer. Shout out Lion Syndicate, man. Think of what you want, dude. My guy is out here just grinding. 32,000 subs, bro. Whew. Damn, brother. Good on you. For real. Like, that is dude, that is fucking impressive, man. For real. Like, cheers, dude. Legit. Like, I'm fucking, for real. Cheers, bro. I'm gonna give you a cheers and a fucking tip of the hat, dude. 32K on, dude. Like, I know how what people think, man. I know how people can think of a guy like Syndicate, man. It's hard, man. It is hard to build something and take stances on things. It's hard. 32,000 subscribers. Two things about that. Two things about the subscriber count. One, very impressive. Syndicate. If you ever see this, bro, dude, that's fucking impressive, man. Like, legit. Whatever, dude, if you're ever getting down on yourself, Syndicate, come over here and look at this video, dude. Bro, that's really impressive considering the path that you have chosen to take in the niche that you're taking, dude. That's impressive. On top of that, I'm just going to say it, dude. Considering the amount of work he does, that is criminally low. Dude, get this guy up to at least 50, 100K. Are you serious? That's impressive, but also insultingly low for the amount of work that the man does. Now, back to the topic at hand. I gotta pull up the chat just so I can kind of see what you guys are saying. Pimpin' ain't easy. 100% it ain't, Tampa, and I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate you, dude, man. I appreciate all of you guys, legit. And Rock used to do a show together 4 or 5 years ago. No shit. I won tons of sweet Lions gear. Love the football talk. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up, bro. Thank you, Brandy. Brandy coming in heavy with the links, dude. That's what's up. Needs to delete his ex where he gets libtarded as fuck. Gotcha. Santa says the mod for 3 months, and was never paid. I got gifted many subs out of my own pocket. No shit, Raw. For Rocked? For Rocked On, you have insider information, bro? You can speak to this? I was Rocked On regular for a couple years. I want a ton of sweet gear. Lion Syndicate. That one dude who always wears buffs is always going off on Rocked, so I guess they used to work together. What's a buff? Who always wears buffs? What's that? Syndicate and Don over at Motor City Cats says Intel. They used to collab with the Snakes and expose him. Okay. Is that who he's talking? Is that Don Motor City Cats? Is that who this guy is? Motor City Don P? Is that who that is? Yo, I can't. Oh my god. Yo, I'm such an internet sleuth, you guys. I'm over here like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. How many? Show of hands. How many of you all are perpetually online? Okay. Now, if I say the term, I am an orange peeler. I'm out here peeling oranges, baby. I love internet tea, man. I love internet tea, dude. I fucking love the internet tea, dude. Jeremy from the quartering. Now we got Rocked On Lions, bro. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, he's an SOL fan. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll give you that, dude. I just think that, honestly, when I hear Syndicate kind of get SOL-y a little bit, I just hear a man who's been through an awful lot of bad Lions teams, man. I hear a man who has invested a lot of time and a lot of emotion and is refusing to extend that line of credit longer than he needs to. I get it. That's why I say I get it when some people make good arguments about their frustrations with Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. I get it. It doesn't mean that you are right, but I understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Oh, it was a good place to chat, but I left when I found out he was woke. Fake POS Will was. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad you guys figuring out the phonies, dude. He hates Brad and everything he does to rebuild his team. Fair enough, Brent. Fair enough. To be an old Lions fan is to become SOL. Yeah, 100%. So can you guys just give me the cliff notes so that I can kind of know what to listen for here? Because I'm going to listen to this today. I'm going to listen to this whole fucking thing today, dude. I have a really big problem with people utilizing charity for malicious intent, right? Like I was very transparent with you guys on what we were doing with the super chats, right? During the holidays when I won some money gambling, and then we used your guys' super chats and I donated that to the church. Like I was very transparent as I could be with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So like it really fucking irks me, man. It really fucking irks me when shit stains fucking pry on good nature of humans, man. Cause like man, if people are going to give you money, man, especially under the guise of charity, dude, they're putting so much trust into you to not only say, I'm doing this, I'm going to do this, but at the same time, you got to look at the charity that you're giving it to, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. You can't just be giving it out to every Tom, Dick, and Jane that's like, hey, I want this, my charity that, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that, dude. Like, it's so dirty, dude. It's so, like... Yo, do we try to organize? All right, who is going to be oh fuck, who is Content Cop? Who was that guy? And then married that whore. Oh my god, what was his name? And he organized the influencer boxing. All right, guys, so this is what we do. We organize a charity fight between somebody and Rocked On Lions so that, one, he can attempt to make up for the financial mischievousness that he's been doing, and two, he can get his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Oh, woo! Oh, he's doing it for a cancer foundation? Well, I'm a huge piece of shit. Oh, well. Well, I'm a huge piece of shit. Yeah, Riley, dude, it's not hard. You know what's crazy, dude? Is I was just having this conversation with a lady at work the other day, just yesterday. I said something, I was bitching about something, and she said something. I looked at her and I go, no, you're great. It's not hard to not piss me off. You treat me like a human being and you're nice to me, so I will be nice to you. It's not complicated, man. It's not hard. It is not hard to not be a piece of shit. It's actually a lot easier to not be a piece of shit than it is to be a piece of shit. All of the like physical energy and cognitive power that goes into being a piece of shit is so much more taxing on the system than just not being a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to know the easiest way to not be a piece of shit, Look, there's actually, it's already been written out for you. It's a very, very interesting piece of literature. I recommend you checking out. It's called the Bible. All right. And if you don't want to be a piece of shit, just try and live your life more like Jesus. It's not hard. It's not hard, dude. It's not hard. And you don't have to be a teetotaling goody two shoes, man. Look, man, I think that like we get such a Sunday school daycare version of Christianity that like we just sugarcoat everything. Nah, man. No, 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 man. There is some very interesting stuff in that book, man. That if you actually study that motherfucker, dude, you will have an actual interpretation of Christianity. You'll realize that the watered down bullshit you've been getting, well, it's exactly that, watered down bullshit, dude. You know what I'm saying? I worked with him. He's not a good person. Treated me like shit. I was very patient. Damn, Riley, for real? Dude, you guys all worked with this guy? He for real treated you guys like shit? I'm sorry, man. For what it's worth, guys, I'm sorry, dude. Because it gives influencers such a bad name, dude. Like, people like that make it so much harder for guys like me, dude. Like... And to that point, though, dude, I don't want to be like... Part of the reason why I don't have people work for me is because I am very demanding, and at the same time, I'm very controlling. So I don't want to like push that out onto people, especially when it comes to my content, Dom and the guys have real dirt on that group of blue hairs. Fraud, racism. Nice, dude. Since I left Rockdown, I've spoken with every Lions media person of just about. Will told me they're all pieces of crap until I realized the common denominator. Yes, dude, 100%, dude. 100% if everybody's a piece of shit. Oh, man. This is about the Lions. That's it. Hell yeah, dude. And Riley is the definition of the nicest kid you could ever meet. Hell yeah. Oh, damn, Riley. I ain't gonna lie, dude. Riley, I figured you was an older cat, dude. The way you talk, dude. I'm not, dude. Yeah, they say nicest kid you could ever meet, dude. Bro, like, how's this, man? If you are in fact younger, dude, the way you conduct yourself, I thought you were a much older. If you're a younger cat, dude, you are way more mature beyond your years, dude. For real, I had no idea. I figured you was an older guy, dude. Thank you, Riley. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. I do what I can. I do what I can, man. I'm just one man trying to change the world one thought at a time, bro. And it's frustrating sometimes. It sucks because a lot of times people don't want to listen to what you have to say, but. You just got to take it day by day, man. And just like, not to be all preachy or whatever, but yeah, like take a second and try and live your life, more according to Christ. It's not hard, dude. And like just day by day, man, like try and leave the world a little bit better of a place than it started off that day. It's not always going to happen. Okay? It's not always going to happen. I am proof of that. You guys have seen, yeah, I was mad yesterday. I was madder than fuck yesterday, guys. I was in a bad mood yesterday, man. I had nothing but fucking venom and vitriol to spit at people yesterday. That's all that fucking came out of my lips yesterday was just hate and vile and vitriol, right? It ain't always going to be good days, man. But you just try, just You just try. You just fucking wake up in the morning, scratch your nuts, put your fucking boots on, take a shit, and you give it that old American try, dude. You know what I'm saying? Now I know Sticks, he won't understand that because he's a snowback. But there is this thing called the old American try, dude. You just get up and give it the old American. You're old. You're 36. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, all right then. So we're about the same age, dude. That makes sense. That makes more sense, dude. All right. See, so like when people are like a kid, I'm thinking you're like 20-something years old. If you're 36, you're about my age, dude. Yep, makes sense, dude. Makes sense, bro, for sure. Yep, that checks out. He looks like he's in his 20s. Oh man, he's taking them peptides, bro. He's looks maxing, dude. He's a 36-year-old clav. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just his cantle tilt and orbital bone structure, bone smashing and shit. Riley is good. Riley, why do I feel like did I not know you made content? Whoops. What the fuck, dude? Am I subscribed to you, Riley? Bro, I am so sorry if I didn't know you made content, dude. Oh, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? Riley, why have we not been hanging out for years, dude? I played these. I used to stream the exact same ones, dude. I Madden 24, Red Dead Redemption 2, bro. That's how I. You can ask my guy Butcher, Beantown Breakdown, dude. This is how me, bro. Beantown Breakdown and I'm Chasing Chase are my oldest subscribers, dude. And they used to hang out with me when I would stream Red Dead and shit, bro. Boom, Riley. Oh, hang on, dude. I'm sorry. Hang on. 1 second, bud. Let me go to Google. Hang on, bud. Is it RIAN or IEN? IEN 7? Is it 07 or 7? 7. Sorry, dude. My bad. I'm fucking dumb, dude. Bro. Why can't I find your channel? RILEY. RILEY. Let's. Dude. What the fuck, man? Riley, dude, why is YouTube being so lame, dude? Why is YouTube being lame, bro? Why can't I find you, dude? Oh, this is so lame, dude. This is so lame, bro. Oh, it's Talking Football. It's not your channel name. What's the channel name, dude? Tell me your channel name, bro. You do a great job. Brandy Cobb showed me your channel. I've been so. Oh, thank you. Yeah, dude. That's what I said. I'm like, dude, if I ever meet Brandy, I expect her to have fucking quads like this big and shoulders like this broad from all the heavy lifting that she's been fucking doing for my channel, bro. Like, for real. Is it, but features others too. So it's called Talking Football? Is it Thinking Football? Help me out here, guys. Should I share Talking Football channel? Riley was a regular in Rockdown for like a year or two. He almost too nice of a human. So, like, I gotta ask, when you guys are saying, what do you? I gotta ask, man. You guys are saying you guys were regulars on channels. Were you in the chat, or do you mean like they were taking like you were like guest callers or like guests like hosts or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like grow. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do this. Beyond not treating me well, I had many affair convos with old Rockdown. He boasts having all his money, but he exhausted his channel. Isn't making no shit. No shit, dude. Yeah, I mean. I'm not going to lie. I don't have any money to boast about. I'm a poor. I'm a fucking poor. Help me. I'm poor. Damn, Riley, dude. No shit. Dude, so he's Jeremy from the Quartering, dude. He told you he was going to take everybody down. He's Jeremy from the Quartering. Oh, my God. He's an orange peeler. Oranges. Oranges in the chat, you guys. He's an orange. Oranges. Let's go. Oh, bro. Am I turning into the new Brinty? Am I the football Brittany Venti? Am I the Lions content creation of Brittany Venti right now? Are my eyes too far apart? Come on, camera. Come on, camera. There we go. If you guys caught that reference, that's fucking wild, dude. But the investigated for fraud. Well, yeah, dude. If they're fucking doing charitable fraud shit, bro, yeah, you gotta go after them, dude. Get the boss involved, dude. Get Trump. Where's Trump? Bully in the 90s high school movie thinks that they're hot shit. Everything Durgo Mobby presents in his video is accurate. All of it. No shit. Oh, guys, I'm gonna fall in this rabbit hole today. Oh, yeah. Oh. No shit. No shit. Dude, that TDS shit, man, that'll get you, bro. That'll get you. Dude. I want to get involved, but I don't. Yo, I'm about to be a content drama channel, bro. I'm about to just sit here and fucking and just sponge up the drama, dude. We're about to be a drama channel. And let's get into the news. You know, Riley, I judge people based on how they treat people too, man. You know what I'm saying? I can truly say Rockdown is a bad apple, which is why I stay away. Something is off with him. Good, man. Good, man. And that's good to know, dude. Because, like, here's the thing, man. You guys that are in here regularly, when you say these things, it's not that I'm just going with the narrative of the crowd. Like, if I ever meet this cat, I'll give him his, fair shake. But I really trust your guys' input, and it's like, bro, everybody in my community who are all very different people, who all have very different takes on things, they're all saying the same thing, bro. So, I'm not trying to say that the water's already been poisoned, but, I mean, come on now. Come on. There are certain people in my chat. There are certain people in my community that if they're saying you're a piece of shit, come on now. Come on now. You're probably a piece of shit. No shit. He'll block you if you go praise Trump. Damn, what a butthole, dude. Brandy was an Olympic over on Rumble. Revy says Brandy was an Olympic hammer thrower. That's awesome, bro. Oh, dude, that's dope. Actions speak louder than words. I say 100% raw. Was in battling cancer treatments, and we know chemo does wonders to the brain. Dude, for real. You have to know I ditched Rockdown for this show. He gave me tons of prizes. Dude, you fucking for real, bro? You came here. You bailed on Rockdown to come here, man? Shit, bro. Thanks, dude. I actually, you know what, Brent? Here, dude. I was kind of thinking about doing this for a while. Here, bud. Boom. You've done enough. I think you've done enough to earn that, buddy. Not that it means anything, but you know what I'm saying. What's up, Bobby Stark, Jermillo? Rockdown would let Brad bang his wife. Cucked on podcast. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I feel bad for Eric, Will's co-host. He's a good man, truly is. Numerous factors make him great co-host for that show. Problem is when he had Ahmed's bro on the show, Will was planning on. Brandy took me from Rockdown to based reality. Thank Brandy. Brandy, she's like St. Patrick, dude, driving all the snakes out. You know what I'm saying? Tway, yep, you have blue-haired flair. Have you have that blue? You can tell by the way I yap that I have that blue-haired flair. Brandy is the best mod, for real. A bunch of us bailed on Roddy, and he was there. Hell yeah. Miss Eric, and eventually me. He thought Corey was his ticket. Oh god. So he's just a clout chaser, dude. So he's Jeremy from the Quartering. He's Scotty K Fitness. He's just a fucking he's just a clout chasing grifting piece of shit. In other words, is what you're saying. He's just a piece of shit. Like it's just. I'm always listening. Once blue hair is always a blue hair. Remember, don't let your channel turn into it. Hey man, I'm trying not to, bro. I'm really trying not to, dude. I'm trying to do my thing, bro. I'm trying to do my thing, man. Runs his mouth tagging people why I don't chat anymore. I know. Hey man, hey, I know. You two be getting into it, but hey. Let's just not do that for right now, huh? Let's just not divide ourselves and let's stay focused on the task at hand. Let's go on after that fucking Rockdown Lions guy, huh? Yeah, this guy. Gotta get a. All right. So what was it? Let's go ahead and look at Syndicate one more time. Now streaming, looking to level, check out StreamYard. What the fuck is this? I'm just gonna open this up. I want to read his description. What is so I know we're getting kind of out in the weeds here, fellas. We'll wrap up here in the next 5 minutes. What is this? What is new to streaming? Look up, checked out streaming. What's StreamYard? Also, I gotta ask, guys. Is this what I should be doing with my description? Hey, top comment, Riley. There you go, bud. That's awesome. Top comments, Riley. That's awesome. Yo, but for real, what is this, and why doesn't my description look like this? Where does he put all his information, dude? Like, how does this work, man? Blue libs run their mouths without facts, sit here and gossip. Your channels run while not having a job or life where I separate myself. See ya. Hell yeah. Fatty Matty Patty. Fatty Matty Patty. That's awesome. Dude, I've always gone against the grain, and I've always been thinking outside the bun, dude. You know what I'm saying, bro? Marching to the beat of my own drum. Yeah, dude. Does anybody know what the fuck this is? Is this how my description should be looking? He just doesn't have any description? Because, like, this is also what I see, like, Tim Pool doing and shit. My description is like a long fucking book, dude. What is this? How does this work? Syndicate, please shoot me a message over on Twitter or something, bro. Syndicate, help me. Help me, Syndicate. Lion Syndicate, help me. Help me. Help! Help! I want everyone to agree with him and give him credit for anything said. I mean, to be fair, Jack, to be fair, I'm kind of like that. Like, you know, I took my victory laps about Blake Miller and Jack Campbell. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I don't think y'all need to agree with me. I like it when people agree with me because I feel like I've made a compelling enough argument that people can agree with me, but I don't need you guys all to agree with me. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Mr. Tri-City, for real? I did not know that, dude. You know what, dude? We're getting kind of into it. I will check that out because I'm actually going to go downstairs and fucking watch that right now, actually. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go watch it right now. Oh, he's 1,000 times worse, annoyingly. Gotcha, man. You know, and not for nothing, man. I do expect you guys, if I'm ever off base, you guys can push back. Tell me I'm off base. I mean, if I'm wrong, be like, dude, for example, right? I am no longer in the JMO is a luxury pick because Raw has convinced me of the JMO effect, and I can't argue against it. He's correct. You know what I'm saying? You guys can change my opinion, dude. You're agreeing with my personal view predated? Hell yeah, dude. I'll be on tomorrow, for the recap. Hell yeah, Bobby. Yeah, dude. You know I'm going to be getting... You guys, make sure you got your oranges out, guys. Got your oranges out. I'm going to change my name to Hat and Brittany Venti. Bro, we're spilling all the tea. Appreciate it, Bobby. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Motor City Cats is Don, who I've mentioned about the mock machine. Okay, gotcha, Mr. Detroit City. Now it's all coming full circle, bro. Dude, you were kind of out of the chat during the mock drafts, bro. Themockmachine.com. And I kind of fell in love with the tool that Art was letting us use, or had turned me on to. And I had completely forgotten which one this was. I have now bookmarked this to utilize next year as our mock draft simulator. Thank you, dude. I could not remember for the fucking life of me, bro. I could not remember for the life of me what it was called. I know, dude. I know you did, bro. Oh, hey, it's Edward Snowden. What's up, Ed? How you doing, man? Hopefully you're doing good, bro. I haven't seen you in a couple days, man. Can't believe Brett Holmes is going to waste more picks on a trade to get a player that we had. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the trade up, dude? You seen that article, huh? You seen the new, that Giants clip? Yeah, dude. Oh, I don't know if it was for him, though, man. I would like to think that we were trying to get Jacob Rodriguez. That's how I palette the news that we were going to trade all those picks to go up after a player. I would like to think that it was Jacob Rodriguez and not Derrick Moore, just so that I can maintain my sanity. But yeah, dude, I seen that link or that story too, bro. I hear you, Mr. Detroit City. I'm sorry, bro. If I wasn't hearing you, dude, I'm sorry, dude. My bad, bro. I'm sorry, dude. I hope I didn't make you feel like that, brother. You know I care, dude. I give a fuck, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, bro. If you felt that way, dude. It wasn't meant to make you feel alienated, dude. You know what I'm saying? We'll try and do better, though. We'll try and do better. How's that, man? I'll try and do better for all you guys. That being said, it is now 11:21 Eastern Standard Time, and that means we're 20 minutes over, so have yourself a good rest of the day. Stay out of trouble. We're going to go do some internet sleuthing. I can't wait. Bumpa-dum-pa-dum, Inspector Hat. Bumpa-dum-pa-dum-bumpa. Hoo-hoo. I can't wait. Let's go, you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Stay out of trouble. I've been Hat and Beard. You've been attentive audience. Until next time, bonga bonga. Frig off.